Imagine a typical morning in your kitchen. You are preparing your own breakfast, the steam rising from your plate, while your cat sits patiently by your feet, their eyes following every movement of your fork. You look down at them, and for a moment, you feel a pang of guilt. You are eating a meal full of variety and life, while they are confined to the same processed kibble or canned pate day after day, year after year. You've been told that human food is a forbidden territory, a dangerous landscape that could upset the delicate balance of their health. So you offer a quick scratch behind the ears instead of a bite, believing you are doing the responsible thing. But as you watch them turn away, there is a subtle, nagging question in the back of your mind. What if the very things sitting in your pantry right now hold the secret to a longer, more vibrant life for your companion? We often view our cats as biological machines that require a specific manufactured fuel, but they are actually sentient beings with deep ancestral needs that modern pet food often fails to reach. There is a hidden narrative unfolding in your kitchen, a silent library of ancient remedies and nutritional keys that 99% of owners never think to use. Something deeper is happening when a cat craves a taste of what you're having. It isn't just greed, but a biological echo of a time when their diet was as diverse as the earth itself. The real reason your cat might be struggling with subtle issues, dull fur, low energy, or a sensitive stomach, is because a vital piece of their nutritional puzzle is missing. And today, we are going to reveal the 14 specific foods that can bridge that gap, changing everything you thought you knew about the bond between your plate and their bowl. It begins with the most overlooked foundation of feline health, the quiet struggle of the digestive system. You might notice your cat occasionally retreats to a corner after eating, or perhaps they deal with a stomach that seems perpetually unsettled. What many people don't realize is that the answer isn't always a new brand of expensive medical food, but a simple spoonful of plain canned pumpkin. In the wild, a cat would consume the entire body of their prey, including the fiber found in the stomach contents. Pureed pumpkin acts as a biological regulator, a gentle hand that guides their digestion back to its natural rhythm. It is a humble, our earthy remedy that provides a sense of internal calm they cannot get from processed pellets. When you see their energy return and their discomfort fade, you realize that you haven't just fixed a digestive issue, you've restored their sense of physical peace. But that is only part of the story, because their physical appearance is often a direct mirror of their internal emotional and nutritional state. We often accept a slightly coarse coat or dry, flaky skin as just the way they are, especially as they age. But the real reason their fur loses its luster is often a lack of specific, vibrant fats. Here's the surprising part. A tiny amount of sardines, packed in water, can act as a fountain of youth for a feline's exterior. These small silver fish are a concentrated burst of life, on providing the essential oils that a cat's body cannot produce on its own. When you offer a sardine, you aren't just giving a treat, you are offering the building blocks for a shimmering, silk-like coat that feels like a testament to their vitality. As you run your hand over their newly softened fur, you feel the tangible results of a secret that was sitting on your grocery shelf all along. What many owners fail to notice is that a cat's hydration is a psychological and biological hurdle that modern living has made difficult. Cats have a low thirst drive because they evolved to get their water from their food. When we feed them dry kibble, they live in a state of perpetual, low-level dehydration that can lead to a quiet, internal strain on their kidneys. And sometimes it goes even deeper than just adding water. Our salt-free bone broth can transform their relationship with hydration. To a cat, bone broth isn't just liquid, it is a primal essence, a warm and comforting signal that tells their body it is nourished and safe. By incorporating this into their daily routine, you are protecting the very organs that hold the key to their longevity. You are giving them a life fluid that honors their history as desert dwellers who found moisture in the most meaningful places. And sometimes, the most significant changes happen in the way they manage their weight and energy levels. We often see our cats become lethargic and heavy as they move into their middle years, assuming it's just a natural part of domestic life. But the real reason for this indoor slump is often a metabolic fire that has grown dim. Introducing small, steamed pieces of broccoli or green beans can act as a catalyst for a healthier weight. These greens provide a sense of fullness and a variety of micronutrients that satisfy their curiosity without adding the heavy calories of processed fillers. It is a way of bringing the wild forage back into their life. When you see your cat regain that kitten-like spring in their step, you realize that you've done more than manage their weight. You've reignited their zest for exploration, turning your living room back into a landscape of possibility. What many people don't realize is that even the most common staples, like a simple boiled egg, can fix the subtle neurological gaps that lead to anxiety or cognitive decline. Eggs are nature's most complete protein, packed with nutrients that support brain health and steady the nervous system. For a cat, an egg is a superfood in the truest sense, providing a stable source of energy that doesn't cause the spikes and crashes found in grain-heavy diets. When you share a bit of egg, you are supporting the very center of their personality, their mind. You might find that a cat who was once skittish or easily overwhelmed becomes more grounded and present. It is a psychological anchoring through nutrition, a way of telling their brain that the world is stable and their body is strong. But the real reason these foods feel so transformative is because they address the silent inflammation that many indoor cats carry. We often see our cats limp slightly or hesitate before jumping onto a high shelf, attributing it to just getting older. However, the addition of a tiny amount of blueberries or even a small piece of cooked cantaloupe can introduce powerful antioxidants that fight this internal wear and tear. These fruits are like small bursts of protection, clearing out the biological rust that accumulates in a sedentary life. Here's the surprising part. Even though cats are carnivores, they often seek out these specific plant-based signals to help regulate their own internal chemistry. By providing these, you are acting as their healer, giving them the tools to move through the world with grace and ease long after you thought their prime had passed. And sometimes the fix is as simple as addressing their oral health through the power of a natural toothbrush. Most owners dread the idea of brushing a cat's teeth, and as a result, dental issues become a common, painful reality for many felines. But what if a small, raw piece of chicken heart or a fibrous piece of cooked carrot could help? These textures require a different kind of engagement from their jaw and teeth, helping to mechanically clear away the buildup that leads to discomfort. This isn't just about clean teeth. It is about preventing the systemic stress that oral pain causes. When a cat can eat and groom without a hidden ache, their entire mood shifts. They become more affectionate, more playful, and more engaged with you. You have removed a silent barrier to their happiness, and the gratitude is felt in every headbutt and purr. As the list grows, from the soothing properties of a tiny bit of plain yogurt for their gut microbiome to the high-quality iron found in a morsel of cooked liver, you begin to see a pattern. And these aren't just human foods, they are the missing links of a broken chain. We have been conditioned to believe that a bag of brown circles contains everything a soul needs to thrive, but your eyes are starting to see a different truth. You realize that the diversity of your own diet is a gift you can share, a way of enriching their sensory world while fortifying their physical one. The shift from a pet owner who follows instructions to a partner who understands needs is a quiet, powerful transformation. You aren't just feeding an animal anymore. You are nurturing a life with the same intentionality you use for yourself. Gradually, the kitchen becomes a place of shared vitality. You no longer feel that pang of guilt when you cook. Instead, you feel a sense of purpose. You know which scrap of spinach will help their vision, and which flake of salmon will support their heart. You have unlocked a secret language of care that 99% of people walk past every single day. This deeper understanding changes the way you look at your cat. They aren't just a dependent, they are a guest at your table, a fellow traveler whose health is woven into the very fabric of your daily choices. The mystery of their well-being begins to dissolve, replaced by the confident knowledge that you have the power to fix almost anything with the simple things you already possess. Take a moment to look at your cat now. Perhaps they are napping in their favorite sunspot. They don't know the names of the vitamins or the mechanics of the antioxidants you've begun to provide. They only know that they feel better. They feel lighter, their skin doesn't itch, their stomach is quiet, and their mind is clear. In their silent world, you have become a kind of magician, someone who provides not just survival, but a thriving, vibrant existence. And in that realization, you find a sense of peace that you didn't know you were looking for. You have taken the ordinary act of eating and turned it into a profound expression of love and protection. The journey of fixing your cat's health through your own pantry is, in many ways, a journey of returning to the basics. It is a rejection of the idea that health must be complicated or expensive. It asks us to trust our instincts and to look at the natural world with fresh eyes. The 14 foods aren't just a list, they are a bridge back to a more authentic way of living together. As the light in the kitchen fades and the house goes still, you look down at that bowl and realize it is no longer just a container for food. It is a vessel for a longer, happier story. When we finally align our care with the deep biological truths of our companions, the reward is a level of connection that words can never quite capture. It is a bond forged in the quiet sharing of a meal, built on the smallest choices and the most profound respect for the life in front of us. You've discovered that the secret to a cat's long life wasn't hidden in a laboratory or a factory. It was sitting right there in your hand, waiting for you to notice. And as you sit there together, you realize that by fixing their world, you've added a new layer of meaning to your own. It is a quiet realization that the most powerful remedies are often the ones we've had all along.